Anansi had several sons. The first one was Road Builder, and for every son they have an action. You can do it along with me if you like. The first one goes like this: Road Builder, bump, 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 bump. And Road Builder could build a road from any one place to any other place, just like that. Again, that's Road Builder, bump, 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 bump. The next one is Sees Trouble, and Sees Trouble goes like this: ooh. Sees Trouble can look anywhere around the world and see trouble happening anywhere. The next one was River Drinker, and River Drinker could swallow an entire river in one gulp. River Drinker goes like this. And now you can swallow it along with me. So that's River Drinker. The next one is Game Skinner. Game Skinner goes like this. And Game Skinner could take the skin off of any animal or fish just like that. The next one is Stone Thrower. Stone Thrower could throw a stone from any one place to any other place and hit his target no matter how far away it was. It goes like this. Boo! And the very last one is Cushion. Cushion is so big and soft and fluffy that his brothers sleep on him every night. Cushion goes like this. Bloonk. You can do that with me. Bloonk. So one day, Anansi was out looking for trouble. He was looking for somebody he could trick, or somebody maybe he could get a little food from. And as he walked, he saw nobody. He walked further and further until he came to the river. When he looked down in the river, he saw his own reflection looking back at him. That's a good-looking spider. Yeah, that's a very, very handsome spider, and he smoothed the hair around his many eyes. That's a good-looking spider. He started to smooth the hair on his legs as well, and he noticed that if he balanced, he could make some pretty interesting shapes with his body. He pulled off one leg, and then another as he hung, dangling over that river. Just then, the wind picked up, and a breeze came by and threw Anansi off balance. Help! Help! He cried as he flew backward into the water and landed with a splash. Well, somebody heard his cries for help. It was a fish. That fish had been swimming around in the water, saw Anansi and said, lunch. The fish swam to the top, gobbled him up, and sunk back under the water. Now back at home, Anansi's sons were sitting around. They had finished helping with dinner. They had already done all their chores and all of their homework, and they were ready to play the game they always played with their dad. But he was nowhere to be seen. Sees Trouble decided to take a look. He looked, ooh, and he looked, ooh, until he saw him. Brothers! Brothers, our father has been swallowed by a fish in the river! And so they all jumped to help. The first one, Road Builder, built a road, bump, 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 from their house, bump, 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 all the way to the river, bump, 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 bump. River Drinker took over next. River Drinker bent down and swallowed that river in one gulp. And there was a fish, flip-flop, flippity-flop, flip-flop, flippity-flop, flipping and flopping around in that dried-up riverbed. Game Skinner came over and took the skin right off of that fish. The fish opened up and out popped Anansi. Oh, thank you. Oh, I can finally breathe again. It doesn't smell very good inside a fish. And just then, a bird, flying overhead, saw all those spiders in that riverbed and thought, lunch. That bird flew down and grabbed the largest of those spiders, Anansi, and carried him up into the sky. Anansi was flying up into the air, crying out, help! Help! Stone Thrower took over next. Stone Thrower reached down and grabbed a pebble from that riverbed and threw it. Boo! It hit that bird just hard enough, boom, in the side of the head, that she dropped Anansi. And Anansi started to fall from the sky, head over foot 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 over foot, because he had 8 of them. He fell, tumbling, 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 until he got caught with a bloop by Cushion. who had lined himself up perfectly to catch his father. Anansi came down and said, "Oh, thank you. It has been a long day. Now, you boys go home. I'm going to thank you." And Anansi started to look around for a gift he could give his sons. Now, he didn't go to the store like you or I might do to find a thank you gift. No, he went out in the world, and he looked around in nature until he saw something he had never seen. It was now dark, and there was a ball just sitting there, glowing in the grass. He picked up that ball, put it on his back, and carried it home. When he got there, he rolled it off and said, "Sons, this is for the one of you who saved my life. Thank you." The sons looked at each other. Father, the one? We all worked together to save your life. If one of us hadn't been here, you wouldn't be here either." And they told him what they had all done to help him. "Oh, well then, sons, this is for all of you. Thank you. Thank you." And they had a great time with that glowing ball. For a while they just sat around and looked at it. And then they'd roll it back and forth. And then they had a thought. "Hey, Father, since this ball was to thank us for having our own gifts and talents, could we share it?" "Share it with who?" "Well, with everyone." Anansi didn't see a problem with that. So they gave that ball to Stone Thrower, who picked it up and threw it up into the sky. Boo! Where it stuck. And to this very day, if you go outside at night and you look up at the sky, you will see that glowing ball. Sometimes you'll see all of it, and sometimes you'll just see a little sliver. Sometimes it even comes out in the day. You've probably guessed by now that it's the moon. So every time that you look up and see that moon shining in the sky, let it help you remember that you have your own gifts and talents. And if you put them together with the gifts and talents of others, they might even save lives.